morning, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a little bit of fun. This particular video is going to be a slot in between everything else. We've got two main subjects going on here on the channel at the moment. I've got the fighter build, which is rolling towards its finale. Probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks, that should be ready for MOT, hopefully. And of course the lathe videos, which I'm deeply enjoying learning, doing all sorts of fun things on that. So you're enjoying that, I'm enjoying that. So I didn't really know where to pitch this, so I'm going to do it as a short standalone interim video midweek outside our normal schedule. So it's nothing more than a little extra for you if you want to enjoy it. So this is a short tool review. You remember I bought that socket set the other day as a gift for someone? I thought I'd show you it, what it's about, what it cost, where you can get it, and if you like it, you can treat yourself as well. So let's show you what I got. Now, okay, I've normally done tool reviews by testing that tool to see if I can break it. That's been the way that I pitched it in the past. And that's not probably going to work for this because it's a socket set. However, what I can show you is how ridiculously comprehensive this is for the money that I paid. This is a 172-piece socket set from Gedore Red, as you can see. Gedore have been around forever. I've had Gedore tools since I was about 12 years old. They really are an old brand that I think everybody trusts and knows, but just check that out. Look at that. Right, cozy. Okay, so how do you review a socket set? Even a massive one like this. I can't really test it. There's no need to test anything. They're just tools and they work and they're Gedore quality. So I don't really need to test that they're good and they're reliable and up to a standard, because they are. But what I like about it is the way this is put together. Certainly for the price as well. Quick run through, okay? You've got 3 sizes, quarter drive, 3/8 and 1/2 inch, you can see that, and the socket set around the outside and in the lid is broken up into those 3 sizes. You've got the quarter drive sockets in this corner, 4mm to 14mm, and then 3/8 goes from 10 to 19, and the 1/2 inch is there from 10 again through to 22. Then they randomly jump a few, 24, 27, 30 and 32. Wheel nuts on pretty much most bikes, 30 and 32mm, I like that. And also the long sockets up here in the lid, you've got again split up between the 3 sizes, quarter drive, 3/8 and 1/2 inch. So that's comprehensively from 4mm out to 22mm. So long sockets, short reach sockets, plenty of that. And after all, it's a socket set, so that's the first thing you should take care of. The usual range of extension bars, you know, the usual stuff. I like this, I love that. That's something that's quite old school. An extension bar that doubles up as a Tommy bar. It makes more room in the kit. It means you don't have to have 2 of something. Like that a lot. Other things like this, the little screwdriver handle that you get for all your quarter drives and all your bits and so on with a little bit driver, that also has the obligatory notch in the head, so you can put not just your ratchet in there, but also, most importantly, if you're putting your T27 bit there and you're doing up your engine casings on anything, your Harley Davidson or whatever, you can pop a torque wrench in the end, or a quarter drive torque wrench, and you can torque them up, because screws that size are more likely to need a torque setting than just random with your hand. So that's nice to see the notch in the end for that purpose and not just have it on a ratchet itself. So there's a lot of thinking that's gone into this, and something else that, while I'm into this, is the bits. I think we all absolutely love socket mounted bits. So there are Torx bits and screwdriver bits and Allen bits, all in the end there from that side to that. These are all the smaller sizes. You've got screwdrivers, posi and crosshead, regular crosshead, so PZ and PH, so posi drive and JIS, or just Phillips, however you want to term it. But there's comprehensive 6 different screwdriver crosshead bits, 3 straight bladed, and there's 4 Allen bits there permanently mounted. Now the reason they're a bit restrictive there is that these are the smaller sizes in a quarter drive size. Any larger than that, then rather than put them in permanently mounted sockets, they put them down here in this corner. You've got quite a lot of bits there from, I think that picks up, the largest Allen is 6 and that picks up at 7, right out to that. Now that's mad. That's 14mm Allen screw. So if you've got any of the bikes with a socket, an Allen socket in the top of your fork leg, to take the top of your fork leg off, that's the size. In the past it's always been a case of using a bolt and bending it and trying to get that, or buying an expensive bit mounted socket, but that will go in there. So you've then got it socket mounted, which means you can put a torque wrench on it and anything else you need. And these are good as well. You've got 3 separate sizes, 1/2 inch, 3/8 drive and a quarter drive bit driver for smaller sizes down there. So any of it can be mounted, put into torque wrenches or other tools you might need. That's about as comprehensive as it needs to be. Something else I found that this is quite good, what I quite like about this is if you've got a Suzuki Bandit 600 or 1200 and you tried to get the spark plugs out, they are a living nightmare because they live down a long tube and they put a frame rail on the inside two plugs right above the frame hole to get to your plug. So you've got a frame tube there and your plug lives down a long hole inside there, and trying to get that down inside, well, it ain't happening. You just can't, not without a bendy. So the option here is a flexible joint there. Now that, being spark plug spanner, that will get the spark plugs out of your Suzuki Bandit. If you know the particular Bandit, you've got a hole that is oval towards the back edge. You approach it from the rear of the cylinder head, slide that socket forward, it drops down into the hole, and then you put the top down in. Then you can, that's what sticks out of the top of your engine. You just put your ratchet on it and you can undo your spark plugs, which is something like that that you can't do unless you've got the original factory toolkit. So little things like that. Okay, it's just a swivel. I know that most socket sets have got swivels, but it's nice to see it there. And they're in all three sizes as well, 1/4 inch, 3/8 and 1/2 inch drive. So that is, in my view, a comprehensive enough kit in all this side of it. You've even got some little random L keys, which you sometimes need. You sometimes can't get a socket in there. It's nice to see they've absolutely thought of just about everything. The ratchets themselves, sterling quality, they seriously are. They've got this squidgy, soft rubber handle that grips when it's oily, so that's quite nice. And also they're a super fine 72 tooth ratchet. Tiny, tiny little increments, and they lock on as well, which is always useful, in all three sizes. So that's nice. But I'll bring it a little bit closer and you can see what's in this corner. Now I guess thinking about it, you could call this the overspill section, if you like. All of the Torx bits on both regular Torx bits and the TH bits, which is the high security. Let's just show you one. That's these, the tamper-proof ones with the hole in. They do a full set of both. You don't just get the one. You get from T8 to T30, and then down below that, that lower row is T8H to T30H. That's the ones with the hole in. And then the overspill is this area down here. So that goes from T40 to T70. T70, that's mad, look at it. Great big thing, including the security one as well, tamper-proof. So you've got probably more stuff there than you'll ever need. I mean, T70, I can't imagine you ever use that on a motorcycle, but it goes up the same extra sizes like that in an Allen key, which again is great for your fork tops on things like Pan-European. That fits on the top there. And they all have a socket which drives either 1/2 inch or 3/8 drive. And then the smaller ones down this side, where I would put that back in there. There are two more. I'm not going to go into any depth on these. There are two more there with loads more bits as well, along with a regular bit driver. And the last thing, just finally, is these. Take a look at that. Now that looks initially like a sidewall drive socket for driving slightly rounded nuts. I guess you could use it for that. But what it is these are E sockets. They're an external Torx socket. So take one that actually fits. Let's go at E8 to that size. So if you look at that as a regular Torx bit, that's an external version. So there are fasteners that have that. There are screws that have that as a cap. So you get a full set from E4 up to E34 in external Torx sockets, which is mad, just random. And again, they are 1/2 inch drive on the largest, down to 1/4 inch drive on the smallest. Quite random, some of that stuff, but the rest of it, hugely comprehensive. Extremely impressed with it. Got a link underneath. RECON Electrical are doing their very, very best to be the best possible price on that, and there's only ever going to be pennies in it anywhere you look. Usually that is well over £100 for that kit, and I'm very, very happy to be handing that over at Christmas to someone very special in our lives. So that's it for that. Thank you for watching. If you support the people who support us, then we can continue to do this and make better videos for you. That's simply how it works. Thank you for watching. Join us at the weekend back on the Fighter Build on Saturday for some fun and games with these.